room, the group. Or are you just sharing it for the Patreons?
Nah, that's a good question. It's a very good question.
What's up?
That's a good question.
Just want to get the guys, like, is our goal to get them to sign up and subscribe to the That Feeling YouTube? Is that what we want?
That's the goal. Get them on YouTube and then get all the happenings on YouTube and then move the exclusive stuff to Patreon. Cause I want more, cause I'm uploading what's his face tonight.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the and like I was probably all off. But for the live to be for the Patreon, right? And then we'll edit video from the live and upload it to That Feeling YouTube.
Right.
So they can everybody, right?
Right.
And then so the I guess the draw for the Patreon is every Friday, supposedly at 5, 8 Eastern, whatever. They can join in and do this shit, right?
Right.
So I don't know if we drove that home, but tonight we can kind of invite everybody from the group. We'll post a link for the live YouTube in the group.
Yeah. So we'll post this on YouTube and see what that does, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. So
hold on 1 second. Let me get my phone.
Are we live on YouTube? What are we live on? The That Feeling podcast?
Come what? Why? I'm here. Why? Oh my God. People are crazy.
I already did. I did with Camilla.
Ha ha ha. Ah, ha, ha.
So it says live on the, like when I search it on YouTube. But then I click on it and I don't see us live. You know what I'm saying?
You don't see us live yet?
Like I'll search That Feeling podcast and it's showing up like they're doing a live video. So then when I click on it, I don't see the live video.
Hold on. Oh, I'm seeing it.
You're seeing it on the.
Yeah, I'll share it.
All right.
Oh, I'm seeing it. That's funny.
You're seeing it on the.
Yeah, I'll share it.
So,
huh? I'm seeing it. That's funny.
You're seeing it on the.
Yeah, I'll share it. Huh? I'm seeing it. That's funny.
You're seeing it on the. for you to share it, and I'll just click on it.
Yeah, I shared it.
Oh man, my internet over here acting stupid, bro. You can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, I got you.
My shit still say connected without internet or something. But I'm not understanding if you can still see me. Shit.
What, your phone or what?
Yeah, my phone and laptop on the same network. So I'm like, if you can still hear me and shit, the internet
Yeah, I
is
can.
still up.
Yeah, I can still hear you. But your phone is saying you're not on the internet. Yeah, I can
Still up.
Yeah, I can still hear you. But your phone is saying you're not on the internet. Huh, that's funny.
Yeah, that is. Whew, shit.
So my shirt didn't get washed last week, so I'm without a shirt today.
Can we see comments on the live too? How's it pop up?
Yeah, they pop up.
Okay.
And this one, there isn't as big of a lag as there is on Facebook either. So
Bet. You can see comments.
yeah, I can.
How the fuck?
I'm telling you,
This
man,
whole shit, man.
it happens in waves.
I'm trying to see because I'm watching the live video now. For the three watching now, it's probably me, you, and one other person or whatnot. I don't know. Like, what did you push to see the comments? Oh, you know what? Let me try doing it through the app.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm casting on my computer, and I'm looking at it on my phone.
All right. We in here.
You got it? All right, cool.
We in here. Your boy fixed
it.
Ah.
Just a little growing pains. That's all it is.
Understandable. We'll get there.
Yep. Just a little growing pains. That's all it is. Now let me turn this down.
Cool. You ready to get started?
Yep. Let's do it.
I'll let you lead off since you hosting.
All right, hold on. Let me get my light back right because I totally fucked myself up. Damn it! It was so good. It was going so well. This will be bloopers and shit. Oh my god. My god. It's horrible. Horrible.
You have it like right in front of you.
Yeah, I do. But fuck it. It is what it is. What is up, everybody? This is your boy.
I'm Mac. I can't hear you now. Did your mic just cut off?
Yes, it did.
Oh. You beat it in so strong. I'm
Jeez.
like,
Bow, 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 bow. We're canceled. We're fucking canceled already. It's horrible. This is a horrible way to start, ladies and gentlemen. A horrible way to start. Anyway, this is your boy Brad Like a King. It's Kelvin Kaylee. We are back with another Smoke Pit podcast episode here on our first official show on the DFPN YouTube page, the Dat Feeling Podcast YouTube page. I can finally say like and subscribe if you feel this podcast. Again, I am your host, Brad Like a King, made it's Kelvin Kaylee, and this is
Mac, aka your boy. What up, everybody?
What It Do, What It Do. So, we got a good show lined up tonight, man. We actually do. We actually do have a very good show lined up tonight. So, we're going to be covering a bracket near and dear to my heart, movie soundtracks. So, now listen. We sent this bracket out to the Facebook group, which if you are just now getting on our YouTube page, go to the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group. There is all types of great stuff going in there. Follow us on that. And we put out a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing on that group. So we put out this bracket, and this bracket is actually kind of unfair. It really is. This is an unfair bracket. Now, to be fair, there were two versions. I sent him one, and I was like, "Here's my idea of what we wanted to do." And he just went Dr. Jekyll on that shit. And yeah, it's
what bad. I did. What I did is I remember, I think it was one of our shows. You were like movie soundtrack joint, right?
Right.
You're like, yeah, and that could be a bracket. And I was like, you know what? He's right. So then I put a post like, what would your favorite movie soundtrack be? And then motherfuckers was jumping in there throwing like 18 different suggestions, right? And I'm just like, man, just put one, just pick one.
Right.
And people like a lot of them. So I was like, cool, just do whatever. So then I went back. When you sent me your bracket, it had 16 soundtracks on it. And I was just like,
right. I was simple. I was just like, we're going to do 16.
So I went and I was looking at the comments and all that stuff on the other one, and that's how I picked out the movies we have on here. And then the seating was however many people requested a soundtrack plus the number of likes or reactions that choice got strengthened its seating.
I see how you came up with that.
Yeah, it was something crazy, but we finally got it. And no matter what the seating is, it's going to be based off of what you like, your taste in music and stuff. And some of it, how much you like the movie, because
right. I found myself doing this bracket and was like, I found myself doing it and was like, but I like this movie. Mm-hmm. I hate this movie, but I love this soundtrack. It was weird.
Bet. Yep. So I ran into that a couple times, but I stayed true to just listening to it, like driving in my car, like what I liked about the soundtrack over the other soundtracks. So that's how I came to my decisions. But real quick before we kick this off, appreciate you guys watching Smoke Pit here on the Dat Feeling YouTube channel. And then if you're listening to it on whatever streaming podcast service you got, we appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
Real quick, like to give a shout out to the sponsor plugs, right? Wireless Head Buds, Wireless Head Pods. Give them a shout out, give them a look. And then also we have Audio Swim. Anybody in music trying to figure out how to get their music, their songs, their work on these streaming platforms, the major streaming platforms, not some underground shit like the big boys, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google, all that stuff. Audio Swim got you. Check their website out. at
Yep.
www.audioswitch.com. Then, if you have a business you're trying to market, a brand you're trying to market, my man will hook you up. Just check out Premiere Elements, not Adobe Premiere Elements, just Premiere Elements. A whole team ready to help you grow your business and your brand. So check
Yep.
them out as well. We appreciate them out here over at That Feeling.
I had a conversation with Los from Premier Element. Very solid dude, man. Very solid.
I'm gonna get to chat with Friday morning, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Chatting it up. Actually, they worked it out so both Berto and Los will be able to sit and chat at the same time. So
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
I just finished talking to Gino yesterday, so I'm feeling good, man.
That was a good look. That was a good look. I got an idea for Gino. Just send him my way.
You?
Yeah, I got an idea for him. Send him to me.
Just give him my information right Anyway, so here we go. We about to start this up. So, hold up. Can I share screen? Did you enable it?
Yeah,
so
yeah, it should be.
Screen? Because I click on it, it's like host disabled participant screen share.
Oh,
being selfish.
Yes. Oh, hold on. There you go. There you go.
Look, you guys haven't checked it yet. He's chilling behind me. A little Super Saiyan Goku with his Embrace Debate shirt. This was supposed to be a giveaway, but I'm keeping this one. He might end up being a giveaway. He might end up being a giveaway. Shout out.
Oh, shit.
SmokePit fan member David Jedi Fitzmorris put in this work, and he did this awesome collab, hooked us up, and he's willing to do different ones based on giveaways, whatever your favorite character is. He'll start in and create the whole thing. So they're not all going to have Embrace Debate shirt unless you want them to. So it's just whatever you want. If you're a winner of a giveaway, he'll do his best to create it for you. Shout out to him. He just volunteered to do that. And so we're just going to try and look out for him, send him a free shirt.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Jedi.
Yes. So let me see if I can share this bracket. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Yep, you should be good to go there, buddy.
All right. Looks good. So we're just going to start off in this top left one. The number one seed, everybody was talking about some Waiting to Exhale.
Everybody was talking about Waiting to Exhale?
Waiting to Exhale and Top Gun got so many votes. So they're the 1 and 2 seeds. Yeah, I know. Let me just say this. I was not feeling Waiting to Exhale. The soundtrack, I wasn't a big fan of the movies. There are scenes from the movies that I like because they're funny, aka "Oh boy with the best."
You raggedy bitch.
Don't let this move taste food. My man Leon and his garbage ass. But like the soundtrack, it was very popular. I was in 9th grade, and it had every female in all my classes singing breakup songs and all this other shit. Y'all need to sit down and shut up. So you know what I'm saying? Like it was not it. It was not it. So with that being said, it really wasn't my shit. Like it had a couple bops that I was just like, well, it's on, so I'll listen to it. Let me tell you about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. That soundtrack did not age well, but when I was a kid, I was so hyped. When Ninja came on.
Awesome. Go Ninja, like, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. That was my shit.
At the end of the credits, awesome. like I'm ready to kick a foot soldier in the face right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to go. But of the two, like I just like if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like if I was able to get a copy of that soundtrack, I would listen to it. Even though Waiting to Exhale is easily available on all streaming platforms, I would buy a hard disc copy of TMN2 to listen to. That's just me. So I moved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 on over the number one seed Waiting to Exhale.
I didn't like Waiting to Exhale. I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2. I really didn't like Waiting to Exhale, the movie. But yeah, the Raggedy. No, I hated that movie. And like I was so embarrassed about being even hype enough to want to go see it because Whitney Houston was in it. Like that shit was a major letdown for me. Like almost a scar on my life. That movie had me hot. That being said, I really enjoyed the soundtrack. So I had to go Waiting to Exhale.
All right. Next up, we got 5 Heartbeats and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I made my decision real quick.
Yep.
But then I had to double check to be like, am I missing something on the Oh Brother shit? And I was not. Now, that's just me. There's a lot of people buy the soundtrack and the score or whatever of this movie, right? There's a lot of people who do. I'm not one of them. But 5 Heartbeats, the number of times I've seen that movie on top of the songs, bro. Like
what black child wasn't Eddie Kane when he sang that shit and that old girl sunk in her seat? We learned later in life that this man's voice was so powerful that girl creamed her goddamn pants. Fuck yeah, 5 Heartbeats.
Quick, fast.
So
I moved 5 Heartbeats on.
Like I want that type of power.
Give me that ability. Oh man. So now we run into Spider-Verse versus Bohemian Rhapsody.
This is a hard one for me.
Yes.
This is a real hard one for me because I love the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I love both movies, and I love the Spider-Verse soundtrack, and I love the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack.
So
I picked Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is there any reason why you picked Bohemian over Spider-Verse?
Because of the actual song Bohemian Rhapsody. That's like one of my favorite songs ever.
Yes.
Judge your mama if you disagree.
So I ran into the problem. This is the first one where I was like, when Bohemian Rhapsody was coming out, I knew that soundtrack was going to be lit.
Oh yeah.
Because in my mind, I was like, bro, all they're going to do is just remaster Queen's hits and it's just going to be bangers, right? This is going to be Queen in high def audio. And I'm for that. Spider-Verse, I watched Spider-Verse and then I got the soundtrack after watching the movie, and then certain songs reminded me of certain parts of the movie. But I'll just say this: there are some songs on Spider-Verse that I skip.
Right.
There's no songs
on Bohemian Rhapsody. Right. Exactly.
Right.
I can listen to all that shit.
Quick, fast.
Yes.
So Bohemian Rhapsody is going for me. Now we got Dead Presidents versus Highlander. Highlander has one of the most epic intros or themes.
They do.
Here we are. Oh, I was like, man, I just moved a Queen song on in Bohemian Rhapsody. Queen comes on for Highlander. I'm like, oh my God, I am immortal. I was running outside with a broom. I gotta cut somebody's head off. But Dead Presidents? Come on, man. I told you, like, this is going to be heavily influenced by the genre of music that
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bro, when
Highlander, yes. but
when Walk On By comes on,
tell him.
bro, just the entrance to Walk On By. Like, that's what Isaac Hayes was genius at. Like, he let that bitch marinate like a motherfucker. You about to feel every note in this bitch before I start singing. If you see me walking down the street.
Oh man, like oh my god, Dead Prez, man.
Yes.
Like, time period that movie was in, the music that was in that movie, like I try to separate the movie and the soundtrack, but they just go so well together.
They do. They really do.
So I just moved in. Like Highlander, Queen was about to carry you, but I mean, Dead Prez moves on.
Nope. Yep. Dead Prez it is.
So now, Scott Pilgrim and Moana. Scott Pilgrim and Moana. We had a Disney movie bracket. Moana was a heavyweight. Moana was busting through brackets.
Yep.
My kids and like I have grown to like the soundtrack as well. But Scott Pilgrim, the original songs on there. Plus, there's a couple of, and it's so far away from what my typical taste in music is. The fact that it brought me in for me to enjoy its whole soundtrack, the music as a whole.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like, I love the movie. Like, every time it's on, I watch it for the music now. You know, the comedy is cool, but
true.
Enjoy the music of the movie. And so when I was like, I was deployed when this movie came out. I bought the bootleg from the Haji.
Where was I? I think I was in Korea when this movie came out.
Like 2000, late 2009, early 2010.
Yeah, I think I might have been because I was deployed in 2009, and there was a 6-month window I was home. I think that movie.
It was late 2010, early 11.
Okay, I was in Korea then.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to the bazaar. I bought it. It was like the best quality I ever seen. I just gave it a shot, and I was just like, "Yo, this movie is dope." I brought it into work.
Just the way it came on was dope.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. The 8.
Yeah. Like, the way it came on, I was like, "Uh-oh, this about to be higher as fuck."
Like, I love Moana. I like Shiny. It's probably one of the best villain songs Disney came up with. But Scott Pilgrim moved on for me.
Yep, me too.
All right. Then now we have Grease and House Party. Let me tell you something. I hate the fact that Grease tries to get shoved down people's throats or in people's face as a classic, right? Like, it may be, but I'm not a big fan of musicals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like every 5 minutes, y'all got a whole dance and sing routine. Like, bro, chill.
Right.
Hold on. No, I skipped. We're on Space. I'm on Space Jam and Shrek, right? Yeah, we
can do Grease and House Party. We'll go back to it. We can go back to it.
All right. Okay. So let's talk Grease and House Party since I'm already talking about.
Yeah, you already worked up. Let's just knock them out.
I am not.
We know Grease about to lose, but let's tell them why.
I mean, Grease may have memorable songs for people, but bro, you put on a House Party soundtrack, I'm done. I am
dancing.
Yes.
Oh, why.
Grease, come on. Go Grease Lightning, Grease Lightning. Fuck up out of here. You wanted that love? Ooh, like, nah, this ain't
the
it.
one. This ain't the one. This is not the one.
Like you, house party soundtrack. Come on, you waiting to do the kid and play with somebody.
Yes.
You
Yes.
kid and play with somebody.
It'd be somebody you never met. Yep. It'd be somebody you never met. Yep. But them motherfuckers know how to do that shit. Oh, we doing the kid and play.
Yes. Best friends now. We best friends because we finna hit this kid and play. And then if you knew it to the point where you could do the turnaround kick and all that stuff, because everybody can do the basic first setup part, right? Hopefully everybody can do that.
Right.
The switch foot, the turnaround kick, reverse, we in there.
Yeah.
We in there. So yeah, house party moved on quick, early, no problem.
Definitely.
All right. Let's go back up to Space Jam and Shrek. Talk to me about it. What you got?
I can honestly tell you I never listened to the Shrek soundtrack. I really didn't. So for me, Space Jam moved on because I listened to Space Jam soundtrack. And it wasn't that I was a huge fan of the Space Jam soundtrack either. So I just never listened to Shrek.
I see Shrek. I think about Smash Mouth and Hey Now You're an All-Star and how
those were on the soundtrack?
Yep. Hey Now You're saying that shit at the end, so
oh man, I fucked up.
Game on.
I should have listened. I probably would have moved Shrek on for that shit too. Because I really didn't enjoy the Space Jam soundtrack.
I bought the soundtrack. It was an okay soundtrack. It was just more of the songs from that soundtrack are probably hilarious. Like they had a couple of ballads there. Monica had the For You I Will.
Right.
I will cross the ocean. Like, sing it to me, girl. Changing Face with Jay-Z. R. Kelly was on there. What I Can Believe. I don't care what nobody says. Song. That man sang the fuck out of that song.
Hey, you can talk about Kells all you want. That motherfucker did the fool with that shit.
The run at the end of that song, legendary. I to this day cannot keep enough air in my lungs to run that long.
Hell no.
Recently, today. But Space Jam moved on. Only I don't like Smash Mouth, man. Nothing against them.
You know what? Had I known that song was on there, I probably would have picked Shrek. I probably would have. Because I was thinking, I was like, there's probably nothing on there that could probably fuck with I Believe I Could Fly anyway. But I don't know. Maybe I should have.
Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. Quad City DJs.
I think that's where they fell off at.
Come on and slam. Oh, yeah. They only had to Come On Ride the Train and Space Jam. That's the only two songs
that was it.
That I know.
That was it. Come On and Slam.
I was like, oh, shit, Quad City DJs on here? Slam, if you want it. I was like, oh. And they were trying to use that to hype us up pregame. I was like, man, turn this shit off. We finna lose. All right. So you got Shrek, or we both had a Space Jam movie. You're not switching to Shrek?
Nah, I'm gonna keep Space Jam. I'm gonna stick with my pick.
What's up, Jen? Glad you made us over here. I know it's kind of a jumper from Facebook over here, but we're trying to get some subscribers over here on the podcast, on the Dat Feelin podcast on YouTube. So appreciate you jumping over.
Yep.
High Fidelity and Crazy Beautiful.
Never listened to either one of those either.
I looked at the track listing. Now I watched both of these movies. Mm-hmm. I enjoy High Fidelity more. I feel like the music in that one is better. I could not I cannot name a song from that movie for you. Um, but I will say that Crazy Beautiful, I went to go see it with an ex, and she was all about these romantic comedies that were not comedies. And it was like that
Comedies.
movie was trash. I forgot everything about it. I know it had in it and some other person, and I'm just like, this ain't it.
Boo.
Like, why am I? Yes, that like,
Boo.
trash. Movie is not good.
Man, you know what other movie? You know what other movie is like that? Fucking Dear John. I hated that movie. And my wife drugged me in there. That's with Channing Tatum and
Tatum and
what's her face from?
Shit.
Yeah. No. Dear John is like he went to the military and she became a hoe. It was something like that. It was like a Jody. What? It was like a no, yeah, for real. It was like a Jody movie. It really was. It was a Jody movie.
Shit.
Like he went, did all this special ops bullshit, and like was scarred by it. He came back home and she had fucked somebody. It was something stupid. I was so mad at that fucking movie. I was like, man, no.
Like he forgave her. He came back and was like, you know what? It's not your fault. I was in the military.
Yeah, it was some stupid ass shit like that.
Did they hook up? Did they get back?
Oh, no, they didn't.
No, I
can't. Didn't. They didn't even get back together. It was just
they
like,
stayed broke up?
Yeah, they stayed broke up. It was just like, oh well.
Movie.
It was stupid. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It was dumb as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. It's dumb.
I didn't know. I sat there for 2 hours not knowing what the fuck I was watching. And I was the only dude in the whole movie theater. I looked at my wife, I was like, you fucking told me.
That's all I need to know. No, Nicholas Sparks, I ain't watching that shit. You know what? To this day, this is the side thing. I have not watched one Nicholas Sparks movie.
Neither
The Notebook,
have I.
have never seen.
Oh no,
I've never
have.
seen it.
I have.
And people tell me I'm like, your wife likes The Notebook. I know you had to watch it with her. I have not. You can tell. Ask Apple right now. I ain't even. It's hard to participate on YouTube. Is it?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I just never watched the or like watch the live YouTube. Well, I have, but I throw a comment in there and then it just gets lost in the sauce because everybody's commenting or whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never watched Notebook at all, at the fuck all. And every time they be like from acclaimed author Nicholas Sparks, I just be like,
The
Dear
Notebook is worse. It's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, what?
Like Khan will fucking ball watching The Notebook, and I'm just like, I don't get it.
I don't understand.
I don't get it. Don't you see? He can't remember anything. Oh no.
I can't. All right, so we'll just finish this bracket to the winner of this bracket. So at the top, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 versus 5 Heartbeats. 5 Heartbeats moved
on. So I have 5 Heartbeats and Waiting to Exhale.
Ooh. Who you got winning that one?
I have 5 Heartbeats beating Waiting to Exhale.
He's about to have a problem real quick if you said,
"Oh,
Waiting to
no.
Exhale moved on."
Hell no.
All right. Bohemian Rhapsody and Dead Presidents.
This was so hard. This was so hard.
Unpopular choice. I moved. I moved on Bohemian Rhapsody,
Really?
and I was going back and forth with. I did, I did, but I'm just looking at it like the. I don't know if I'm just giving the movie. I don't know because either way you look at it, you're like, it's not original songs that the movie had. It was songs that the group Queen did. Uh, Dead Prez had to create a compilation of artists and stuff to. I mean, it wasn't like by a landslide or nothing. But I moved Bohemian Rhapsody on because that. I mean, you throw that in the car like either one. I'm a vibe too, but Freddie Mercury's that dude, man.
Freddie Mercury is that dude.
Freddie Mercury's that. R.I.P.
Rest in peace to Freddie Mercury. Yeah, he is that dude.
So you moved on Dead
And
Prez?
no, I moved on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
This was
Why
a
you
hard
trying to?
one for me. I just had to make you feel bad real quick. I moved on Bohemian Rhapsody.
I see. All right. Um. So we got now. What do we got? Um. I got Scott Pilgrim and Space Jam. I moved on Scott Pilgrim.
I moved on Scott Pilgrim as well.
What up, Jedi? I see you in here now. Had to make sure he jumped in here. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim moved on. It wasn't as close as Bohemian Rhapsody and Dead Prez. But yeah, Scott. Everybody's like Scott. Yeah, Scott moved on. Um, then we have House Party and High Fidelity. Now, like I said, I enjoy the movie High Fidelity, and that's rare because John is in High Fidelity, and I'm not a big John Cusack fan. I don't know why. I feel he can't act. I feel like he's not trash. He's better than Omar Epps, but not by a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I always get him mixed up with? I always get him mixed up with Kevin Spacey. And I'm like, one of them isn't that great. Yeah.
There was a time where I would have said John Cusack wishes he was Kevin Spacey, but now you can't say shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't say that shit now. So I moved House Party on just based, like I said. You throw in House Party soundtrack, like I'm dancing.
Yeah.
I'm dancing.
Yeah, true. So I moved on. I moved on House Party as well.
Bet. So now shit, this one was tough. We're going back up here. 5 Heartbeat.
Yeah, this whole round about to be tough. This whole round about to be tough.
Yes.
I had to move on Bohemian Rhapsody because I love 5 Heartbeats, but that soundtrack on Bohemian Rhapsody is slightly better than me. I have to, and I hated I had to do that.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. 5 Heartbeats. Like I don't know. Like I didn't research it or nothing, but the music from that movie, I think, is what fueled that movie. Like it like it's the basic story of a group get together, break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it
the
is.
story we've seen how many times Temptations tried to do it. You know, every group has their story like that. But the music from this movie is so iconic. It adds replayability. The replay value to that movie is based on the music and a couple scenes. Ain't nobody come here to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't nobody come to see
Damn. But I also moved on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, did you?
And I tell you why. what's that concert they did at the end?
Oh,
The-
the
whatever it
main
was.
stadium one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit is iconic.
Oh my god.
Iconic.
It, bro, I was like, man, I wish I was there.
Like you remember when We Are the Champions was like still the shit to play after you win a championship. Like I remember, my most vivid memory is when Detroit won the championship and they played that shit and it was a fucking riot. And that was the first time in my life I saw a riot and was like, that's fucking awesome. Now I look at them, I'm like, they're fucking crazy. But back then when they were playing We Are the Champions and all of Detroit is just wilding the fuck out, it was awesome.
Everybody singing. Everybody singing. What band nowadays can get a crowd like that? Like who? The
No
charisma
one.
now. Freddie
No
Mercury.
one's getting that.
Ayo. The whole not people watching it on the TV was trying to hit the notes.
Yes.
Bro. So that was just an epic ass scene, man. So that moves on. So Scott Pilgrim and House Party. I'll tell you right now, I moved on Scott Pilgrim.
I had to move on Scott Pilgrim too. Because I love that soundtrack.
So now this was like the hardest choice on the whole bracket for me. Scott Pilgrim and Bleacher Report. Anyone who knows me knows how hard I ride for Scott Pilgrim. So running into this, I was like, watch Scott Pilgrim run all the way to the finals. It's like, that was just me off the top. But then, like I said, you just listen to Bohemian Rhapsody, man. You can't.
You
You can't. Like I love the originality, the sound, everything about Scott Pilgrim. But Bohemian Rhapsody, it's almost not fair when you have that source material for your soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
true.
they did, and they move on because they had it.
Yeah. I moved them on too.
If Scott Pilgrim was in
Listen to me. I play Rock Band, and the one song on Rock Band that I cannot stop playing is Bohemian Rhapsody. I have to play it. Talking about every instrument, I have to play it. Yeah, hell yeah. I be struggling like a motherfucker, but you be trying.
The drummer and the guitar person bring me back. Hey, use your star power, bring me back.
Yep. Hurry up,
losing.
strum up.
Crowd be like, boo. I'll be like, hey, I'm trying.
Hey, fuck y'all. Y'all paid to see it.
What up, Matt? So he's in here. He's like, We Are the Champions is greater than We Are Sex Bombs. Let me tell you, Scott Pilgrim, where he's just like, when oh my God, I forget her name. She's on the drums. What's her name?
I know who you talk about.
Somebody help me out. I'll figure out. The actress is Allison Pill. And she's like, we are a sex bomb. 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. And like Scott's girlfriend, like, is it rock music like that? And the credits start coming on. I'm just like, yo, this is the shit. Like, I'm feeling this shit, man.
But that Empire,
yeah. But it was like if Scott Pilgrim was in another bracket, another side of the bracket, he would probably move on real easy. But you run into this juggernaut.
Right. Bohemian Rhapsody is
so we both have.
Why didn't you have that number one? Is that somebody had Waiting to Exhale over fucking Bohemian Rhapsody?
Did not get as many votes as Waiting to Exhale.
Goddamn shame. That is a shame.
It's just bitter women that was voting.
It had
That's
to
why
be.
I got so
it
many.
had to be. Goddamn shame.
Mary
That
J.
is a
Blige
shame.
not gonna cry.
Get your shit.
So anyway.
Get your shit.
And then let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's real quick. Waiting to Excel. Was that such a good movie? Where you had a dude, who was it? Wesley Snipes, whose wife had terminal cancer. And she was like, or what was she like, sick? They haven't had sex in a while or something like that. And he telling old girl this stuff. And then he ended up smashing her.
He ain't even
While he's
smashed. He
still
just
married
cuddled.
to a
He's
girl who
cuddled.
has like. So they didn't smash?
No, they didn't even smash.
It was just a weird thing. Like, girls, y'all cool with this? Because let one of y'all be sick in the hospital and you find out your husband cuddling up with some random broad in a hotel. Y'all gonna be cool? Nope.
She's gonna be like,
Motherfuckers can't even around this.
when I die, I'm gonna fucking haunt you and that bitch.
Matt Williams said, here's the thing. Scott Pilgrim's a great movie with a fun soundtrack. Bohemian Rhapsody is an iconic soundtrack. That's
Agreed.
Exactly what it is. So now we move to this lower bracket underneath it.
Here comes the
And
fun.
we start off against Brown Sugar.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh yeah, that whole thing was iconic.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys know me, you guys been in the group. I would not be okay with Wesley Snipes cheating on me. Jen said she ain't having that. But what if you had like cancer and you couldn't like do it? No, I'm playing. I don't see how that's okay at all. But if you guys have been in the group, you guys know me. Me and Star-Lord do not get along at all. Star-Lord doesn't know me. I don't know Star-Lord. I do know Star-Lord is the worst Avenger out there. The fact
Here we go.
he is dancing so bad to these classic ass songs pisses me off like no other. Like no other. And then I look at Brown Sugar and that had Love of My Life on it. Erykah Badu, Common, that shit went hard. To this day.
Iconic.
I'm like, oh shit. It had Brown Sugar, Give It To Me with Mos Def on it. It had some classic hip hop joints on there. Like the whole movie,
Yes, it did.
I like how it's based on classic hip hop. I hate that it has Taye Diggs, who is one step above Omar Epps when it comes to acting. So he's still in the bottom tier to me. But with all that said, I moved on Guardians of the Galaxy. It was tough. You guys should be proud of me that I was not objective going into this. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. That's what I wanted to do. Star-Lord, get your ass up out of my bracket. But I didn't do that. So Guardians moves on. Mortal Kombat versus Streets.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Jen, you thought I was moving on Brown Sugar, Jen? I gotta keep you guys on your toes, man. I can't just be blindly hating everything this man is in, right?
She said, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I try. So Mortal Kombat and Streets is watching. I know we're doing just the soundtrack, but Streets is watching is what you call, I guess, a hood classic. If you sit down and look at this movie for, like, I want to see a good movie. You are not going to watch Streets is Watching.
Hell no.
Mortal Kombat is not the greatest movie either. But I will tell you something. I forget how old I am over there. When that joint, the Mortal Kombat theme comes on, tell me you ain't trying to fight somebody.
Mortal Kombat!
Gotta fuck you up now, little brother.
Yo, somebody,
be in the same
somebody
room
is
and the
getting
song
punched.
comes on, so now we.
Yep.
I was like, I don't even know what's happening to my body, but I gotta fight. Streets is Watching. That's a good soundtrack. Like I love rap, I love hip hop, so it's a good soundtrack. But it didn't do anything that Mortal Kombat had me on another level. So I moved Mortal Kombat on. Is the rest of the soundtrack nice? I need to give all of Mortal Kombat a listen. Because some people are saying there's more classic songs on that Mortal Kombat soundtrack than what was on there. So I moved on Mortal Kombat. Would you?
I moved on Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Sorry, my connection.
This one I'm surprised
might be a little slow.
No, it's all good. So we run into Lion King and Set It Off. Animated Lion King. That's why I put the A next to it, so you know it's animated, not the live action.
Oh, so there'll be no swing.
There you go. I wanted to let you guys know so there's no mistakes. You're just like live action Lion King or animated Lion King versus Set It Off. So now I'm looking at this. I love Lion King. I love that soundtrack. I like it because it had songs from the movie and it also had like the original score on it. So like one of my favorite pieces of music from that is the Wildebeest Stampede. Like that should be getting me hypes. I like just the intro song. I like Low Key, Can You Feel the Love? The Elton John version at the end.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
That soundtrack, like Set It Off. There was a time in my life, like when Set It Off was popping, that soundtrack was life to me. Like if I go back and listen to it now, the only song I'm really trying to hear from that one is the joint from In Vogue.
Yep, exactly.
That shit's with that being said, I moved on Lion King. Lion King moved on. Sorry, Set It Off.
Yeah, I moved on Lion King as well. But it was really because of Hakuna Matata. I love Hakuna Matata.
That's the no fuck song. That was the no fucks anthem back then.
Yep.
Why are y'all doing that?
Hakuna Matata.
Hey, you can't do that. Hakuna Matata. Well, okay.
I guess he can. Shit.
So yeah, Lion King moved on. Black Panther and Star Wars.
I did not like this being where it was. I hated this matchup because there was no winner. There really was no winner.
I blame for voting like this and making them seated against each other.
I hated it. Because both of these are very powerful soundtracks. Very powerful soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, actually, let me go into the breakdowns of each. Let's start with Black Panther. let's start with Black Panther. Black Panther was the first good soundtrack that a lot of us had heard in years. This was like,
Yes.
okay, soundtracks are making a comeback. No, that was just a one-off. But this soundtrack was incredible, from All the Stars down to Pray For Me, which was the last song. Then they had the King Is Dead on there, like the one with Future who fucked up, but it was still a good song. He almost killed the whole song, but you know,
Ugh.
it was still a good record. Then you had so many hits. Man, I can't say enough good things about Black Panther soundtrack. And then you have Star Wars. I was like, Black Panther would probably beat anyone but a Star Wars. And it's because the music is just so iconic. It's just so iconic. That score. It's there. The Imperial March, it's there. I needed it in my life and I didn't even know I needed it. Like, if I want to be a bad guy, this is my theme song. You know what I mean? I can vibe to this. This is me right here. It screams to my nerd side, you know? I needed that. That being said, I'm sorry, Jedi. I had to pick Black Panther. Black Panther did it for me. I'm sorry.
Why you build them up like that, man? You built them up down. Goddamn Jenga.
I'm sorry, Jedi. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I really am. I hated it. I hate Black Panther had to go up against Star Wars. I really did.
So I went into it the same way you were thinking. Like, Black Panther's soundtrack came out, I was just like, it's a new Kendrick album, or it's a compilation album. Like that's how much I went into this. Like I every day I went into the gym for like 2 months straight. It was just the Black Panther soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack was my workout playlist.
uh, songs you listed, um, the songs. What's that one? I forget. The slow joint with what's her name? Georgia Smith.
Mhm.
Like you said, all the stars. That shit got me. Pray for Me got me. The intro, the Black Panther joint with Kendrick on it, got me.
Yeah.
Just a masterpiece of compiling artists together. Star Wars, like you said, you play 10 seconds of the intro to. It's so bad when the 20th Century Fox thing comes on. Like, people are just assuming it's Star Wars, because when you you're just like, oh, Star Wars is coming on. Then another movie comes on. You're just like, what the fuck? That was the
hell is this shit?
The Imperial March. The Imperial March. Like you said, the fucking just all of Star Wars. That's the score. They didn't really have songs per se. Like, there was no featuring this. It was just John Williams and his people in the orchestra. He did work.
Yeah.
The only reason, and this, I moved Black Panther, but what has sealed it for me is if this was like Star Wars prequel stuff, where you had what's the name of that composition? Fate of the Duelist or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
I'm like, oh, somebody get fucked up. I better see some moves. I better see some sabers. All of that stuff. But I also moved on Black Panther. Star Wars, I love it. I love it. John Williams, amazing. I'm sad he couldn't do much to help these last three movies. But it is what it is. Black Panther moved on for me. Cool. Next up, we got Love and Basketball and Aladdin. Oh, you muted, bruh.
My bad. Jen says she heard a child. That one's mine. He over here, unbeknownst to me, he walked in here and started playing his Switch. So he's just in his own world.
Dad, can I just please
It's all good. We have those. Uh Aladdin and Love and Basketball. Now it's hard when
Wait.
Disney movies come into play. Because I'm a very nostalgic person. We did the Disney bracket. I expressed my love for the songs in Aladdin, the animated version, not so much the live version. The live version had okay versions of classic Aladdin songs, but they were doing too much with the Jasmine song. Love and Basketball. This is one of the ones where I couldn't get past the movie. Like, I would think about the movie, think about the songs, and I would know the scenes from the movie that song was from, and I'd just be like, I really just don't like this movie, you know? What up, what up? I really don't like these movies. So, because of Omar Epps, I moved on Aladdin. Omar Epps is not good. Omar Epps is why Love and Basketball loses. I already gave Guardians a pass. I looked past Chris Pratt. I couldn't do it twice. I don't have that much strength. Aladdin moves on.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was hilarious. So for me, I'm in agreement with you on the love basketball thing because I really hated that Omar Epps claps Annihilating Cheeks. It just there's a hard line that you don't cross. Annihilating Cheeks is that line. That hurt my heart, that hurt my soul, and it hurt me to know that Maxwell was singing the song to their. It was bad. I hate talking about it.
Jen, so you would have picked Jen in the comments talk about no. The one song I do like is when she was like, I'll play for your heart. And that motherfucker was, bro, he was going.
And it was like modern day is like, let me get your phone. If I win, I get to get your phone. And that motherfucker dropped 30 on that.
He had ISO move and all the 2K. He bought the whole moves package.
Oh shit! He put the whole elite dribbler.
It was Hall of Fame badge. And then that joke came on. You are full of me. Yeah. And then the camera zoomed in on her and she knew she was gonna take that L. I felt so bad for her, but I was laughing so hard at her. Sorry, my bad. She was like, I know how to get him back.
Shit.
I'll play you for your heart. He was like, bet. That's the highest that man jumped in his life. Vince Carter ass motherfucking shit.
Oh shit.
Of me, tell me why. Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, he did us so dirty. He did us dirty. He was posting her up and everything.
Nobody played ball that hard
Oh,
in my life. It was like the last day. Like, the ISO moves, the triple step, jab step. I'm just like the step back. All the moves everybody using now. He was like, I gotta beat this girl.
Yeah, he was doing her dirty,
And
He
then she
gave her
took
the
off.
business.
No? You serious now?
Oh man.
But Omar is still a trash actor. Don't let that scene fool you. All right.
That being said, I moved on loving basketball. I did. I didn't even make my pick. I moved on loving basketball. Oh my God, that shit is fucking hilarious.
We got next up, Nutty Professor and Rent.
Listen, Nutty Professor is one of my favorite soundtracks ever. So they got some bangers on that shit.
Mine as well.
They got some bangers on that.
And
I still listen to that shit.
Rent just wasn't it for me. I can't get into Rent.
Rent was a modern day Grease to me.
Yes. Like people were trying to tell me I have to watch Rent. Like, you haven't seen Rent? No. I read what the story was. Not that interested, so it's cool. Plus, Tay Diggs is in it, and he's not that better than
Omar Epps.
So.
He really isn't. He really isn't.
Man. So I moved on Nutty Professor. Like, if you're into musicals, I get it, but I'm just not it. Omar Epps loses to a whole new world. He does. Oh, man. Now, this one was hard. The Bodyguard and Selena. Whitney Houston's voice. Prime Whitney. That was
like this was Whitney right before the cocaine accusations. So this is
like she was with Bobby. She was still holding her own. Like she didn't let Bobby
right.
bring
she
it
was
to
still
the dark
wholesome.
side. Yeah.
This was still wholesome Whitney. Yeah. Like
oh man. Her voice in those songs, jeez. You can't. Like it's nobody will ever be able to hit the notes I Will Always Love You like she did. Like how she built up to that part. Nobody.
Nope.
Listening to Selena and her soundtrack is stuck in my head. You know why? Because we were in music class. Great. Last 2 weeks of school, he ain't had nothing planned. All this motherfucker did was play musicals. And we watched Selena at least 5 times out of those 10 days.
Wow.
And I wasn't mad because, I mean, Jennifer Lopez was Selena. So you're just watching Jennifer Lopez, you know, on stage like prime J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? Prime J-Lo. Mm-hmm. So the dude in the class, they were just like, shit, we'll watch Selena again. Because he'll be like, you want to watch Grease or Selena? Anything for Selena. Anything for Selena. But I then, because I didn't know how popular she was, Selena, I went and listened to some of her songs, like her American studio albums. And I was just like, yo, she can sing. But with that being said, I moved on Bodyguard. And it wasn't because it was a blow. It wasn't because it was a blowout. Hey, Jen knows. Jen and Fitz know.
Yep.
Why we was Selena's. Like they both have amazing voices. and I feel bad because both of them were taken way too early.
Yeah.
But Whitney's voice was something that will never be duplicated again.
Ever.
And I buy that. I feel bad that Selena didn't get as popular as she needed to, that she was going to become. She's going to be a superstar. And she, bro. When I found out how she passed, I was pissed.
Her
Like, I was just like
fucking,
that.
her fucking. I don't even know what this lady was. The
account-
president of the fan club.
Bro. Anyway, Bodyguard moved on. Selena is a close second. Like if she was, like I said, if she was in another bracket, she probably would have went deep.
Probably
into
would have
the
went deep.
tournament.
Yep. I feel the same way because I had the same result.
Bodyguard.
Yep.
Yeah. Selena was sad. Jennifer. She was sad. Now, these two movies, Judgment Night, I have never seen it. I was surprised it got as many votes as it did. It ended up being
Did you
like
listen to the soundtrack?
I looked at it. You maybe you can shed some light on it. Did you listen to it?
Nope, I did not. While I'm asking. But I did listen to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Score from the Lord of the Rings is pretty epic.
Yes.
No question. I moved on Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'm super wrong. Maybe after this, I'll listen to Judgment Night and then I'll come back on here and publicly apologize for shading it so. But as of now, nah. Like I was just saying the name of the movie in my head, Judgment Night. Basic. What's it about? Well, it's about judgment being passed at night. Duh. Pass. All right. So we both have Guardians versus Lion Kings. She said it's a good soundtrack to game to. When did Judgment Night come out? Let me see something real quick.
In the 80s? Did it come out in the 80s?
I don't know. We about to find out.
What games are we playing?
Yeah, to look
up my soundtrack. Like what? The Last of Us 2?
Is Judgment Night a zombie movie?
I think so.
Oh, it got Cuba Gooding Jr. in it? Ah, shit. It's already struggling to me.
Oh, and Jeremy Piven. Oh, no, it's not a zombie movie. Zombie movie.
I have to check this shit out. I might have to check this out. Soundtrack. Here we go.
Wait. Go back up because the Rotten Tomato score is on here.
Where's it at?
This tells you a lot.
35%, average rating of 4.2 out of 10. Now we're just talking about the soundtrack, my guy. Like people are saying it's straight. Is it more rock or what?
Looks like it.
Jen? I'll check it out. But either way, I moved on Lord of the Ring. I may have to re-attack after listening. So we got Guardians versus Mortal Kombat. I wanted Guardians to lose, but I moved them on. I'm trying to find a way to get it. I want to get
your hate for Star-Lord is driving you.
And each time they go up against somebody, I'm just like, yeah, this is the one. Nah. Because Mortal Kombat, it only moved on based on the super hype from its title track. Guardians moved on. Lion King and Black Panther. Lion King moved on.
I moved on Black Panther.
I was like, this was the OG. Ah! Okay. That's respectable. That's respectable. Aladdin versus Nutty Professor. I moved on Nutty Professor.
So I had Love and Basketball versus Nutty Professor, and I moved on Nutty Professor.
So Maxwell didn't move on.
Nah.
Lucky he got as far as he did.
He did, right?
Selena, or no, I didn't have Selena. I had the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard in Lord of the Rings. The Bodyguard moved on.
Same. I had the Bodyguard.
All right. Guardians and Lion King. This is where I was like, yes, yes. Get out of here, Guardians. Get out of here. Lion King. Lion King moves on for me.
What? Oh, that's what you found? Hakuna Matata beats
Yes.
Star-Lord? Oh.
Be prepared. Be prepared.
Oh.
Toes on them. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer. I'm like, look at that graceful ass line. Acid up, that acid smoke popping up. Quick, boy. That was it, man. That was the one that got Star-Lord up out of here.
Wow. So I had Guardians versus the Black Panther.
Like, oh, here it comes.
Black Panther.
Yep.
Beat him. He beat him. Black Panther got him out of it.
Okay. As long as he's out of there, man. If you was gonna take Chris Pratt to the Final Four, we was gonna have problems.
No, it wasn't
I'd
going
be
to
like,
happen.
he fucked up the galaxy, right? He's supposed to be a guardian of the galaxy, and he caused half of the galaxy to be gone. It's not. Doesn't sound like a good guardian to me.
No.
That's neither here nor there.
So my next one was
yes,
really,
the old
really...
school. Be prepared.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. But this one was hard. Nutty Professor I had versus the Bodyguard. And I had to give it to Nutty Professor.
Tough? Was it tough?
It was tough. It was tough.
Just tell me. Right. That's all I need to hear. It was tough. Okay, yep. So we got I got Lion King versus the Bodyguard. And I went with the Lion King.
Ooh. Dang, Hakuna Matata going up there, huh?
Be prepared. That's all I'm gonna let y'all know.
I'm gonna be a mighty king.
Gonna be a mighty king.
Wow.
Prepared is all I'm gonna say. Cool. Now we over here. Everybody's number 2 pick, Top Gun. Everybody was in there. Top Gun, Top Gun. Yeah, yeah. So we got Top Gun versus Pulp Fiction. Talk to me about this.
Pulp Fiction was a very strong soundtrack. I have no idea what the voters were doing on this one. This should have been way higher. This is a strong soundtrack. Actually, there's a couple on this list that I'm like, why did this happen this way? I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I had to give the first round to Pulp Fiction.
Whoa!
Upset.
This one could have been either way. Like, when Waiting to Exhale was number 1, and I was just like, well, Ninja Turtles beats it because I enjoy Ninja Turtles more than that one. Soundtracks are pretty objective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just depends on your mood, what's your genre of music preferably, and all that stuff. So with that, I will say I have more fun listening to the Top Gun soundtrack than I did the Pulp Fiction soundtrack.
Really?
The corniness of Top Gun when played in with the music, like the love scene, let me tell you, bow, 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 bow. Like she's speeding in her car, like chasing him on a motorcycle because he told her some shit and then just left. And she's just like, wait a minute. Chasing all through the streets and shit, like running red lights, and they get home and then it's just like, well, let's smash. Take my pussy.
Yep. Plus, that was one of the Michael Jordan.
It's so
It's one of the Michael Jordan, those little 80s DVDs they had, or DVDs, the VHS they had.
I was like, damn, DVDs in the 80s?
DVDs. Ain't nobody had no goddamn DVDs there.
There's no, uh, I mean, Pulp Fiction soundtrack is good. I'm just picking, like, when I listen to Top Gun, I have a smile on my face because I know it's cheesy ass shit.
This is true. It's gonna be cheesy as shit. Danger Zone.
Yeah, shit. Down, down, down. Like that score right there. Down, 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 down. Like every time I
You know they play that shit. They play that shit in the Thunderbirds Museum in Vegas. They do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's the cheesiest shit ever, but they play it in there. Just said I was inverted.
The what is it? When they're playing volleyball with no shirts on, I'm just like, we can skip this part. Playing with, was it hanging with the boys? Hanging with the boys. Let's wear jeans and go play beach volleyball. In jeans? What?
And no shirts? What?
It's hot. Oh man. So now we have Swordfish, which I heard was an amazing soundtrack, and Straight Outta Compton, which I know is a great
Wasn't amazing. Yes.
Straight Outta Compton kind of benefits how Bohemian Rhapsody did. It's based off of a group that had classic, legendary, iconic hip hop songs. So I went with Compton.
So did I. So did I.
The guy volleyball scene, and then she's like, "Oh, I mean gay." That whole movie, man. Like when they was in the shower, and he's just like, "Maverick, you're so dangerous." He goes up to, "That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous." Bite at him? Y'all are both wearing towels. What are y'all doing?
Yep.
Top Gun was out as well. Top Gun was out off the charts. But I got Straight Outta Compton beating Swordfish.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So do
not
I.
sorry.
I ain't sorry.
Frozen 2. I ain't sorry either. Hamilton and Frozen 2. What you got?
I chose Hamilton.
And
I'll break it down. I'll break this down. I'll break this down. So, Frozen 2 was it was a great soundtrack. There was moments. Now, for me, Frozen 2 wasn't better than Frozen 1, the soundtrack wise. It really was. Frozen 1 was the better soundtrack out of the two. Doesn't demean Frozen 2 from any way. However, Hamilton, that soundtrack is incredible. Incredible. And one of my favorite things to listen to is the King, the You'll Be Back song. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That motherfucker said, he said, "I'll send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love." Yes, so, Hamilton wins that. Just the King and Hamilton is one of my favorite characters ever. And the story of how he got there is even better. Because they said they put him in there. They put him in there in specific parts, so it was a break in the action. And it worked out perfectly.
I am not a musical person. My daughter, every day before getting ready for school last year is playing Hamilton soundtrack on her Echo Dot,
Listen,
singing it as she's brushing her teeth. She
listen.
is playing. She played it so much. The Amazon Music, when the new year came, it was just like it logs how many songs you play on your account, and it'll tell you your top 100 songs of last year. So I'm just like, cool. I'm gonna play this. Put it on shuffle. The whole Hamilton soundtrack was on my shit because of her, and she knew it
Word for word.
So July 3rd comes out. Disney Plus is like, bam, watch Hamilton on Disney Plus. So she's hyped. She's like, Dad, we watching it. I'm like, I'll watch it with you. Bruh. I have not been so moved by a musical
Right.
in my life. In my life. Like, the here's the part. So I've been doing this U.S. history studying thing to take this clip. So I'm all up on Hamilton, Aaron Burr, all that shit.
Right.
And I'm watching this like, this isn't really how. But then all of a sudden I was just like, yo, this shit is dope.
Mhm.
This shit is dope. I love this. And it was 2 hours and 40 something minutes. I didn't give a fuck. I was like,
No,
this
I
is
didn't
amazing.
either.
Frozen 2, the only song I know from that is Into the Unknown. So,
Me
and
too.
the rest of the song. So Hamilton by a landslide moves on. No question.
Yeah, that was unfair for Frozen 2. Very unfair.
Yes. Very, very unfair. Fuck Frozen. No, I'm playing. Life against Footloose. Life in Footloose. I love the soundtrack for Life. I like Footloose because it's such a corny movie. I always laugh. The music from Footloose doesn't get me as much as laughing at Kevin Bacon dancing.
Right.
So I moved Life on. Even though it has crackheads, Casey, screaming Life all over the place. Life, life.
Oh, yeah.
They gave me.
Yeah. Somebody gave me life. Who the fuck was in the studio?
That was
with you?
spot on, bro. Like an engineer, like, God damn.
Fuck is he? Hey,
Did you-
cut it out down there, man. He doing
It's off. Hey, y'all blowing the goddamn speakers out. Quit singing so hard, man. Somebody. Yep, I moved Life on. Did you move Footloose on?
Listen, Footloose.
Look at your face.
Footloose is one of my wife's favorite movies.
Is
it? Yeah, it is. It actually is. It's one of her favorite movies. She loves Footloose.
What other? Do you know any other song besides their title song? I guess.
No, I don't. My wife does.
Sunday shoes. You work it so hard.
Look, she's standing right by me. Hold on. Let me break her heart while she's right here. Right quick. Come back, babe.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I picked Life over Footloose. I just wanted to let you know that.
What?
Life, the soundtrack, over the Footloose soundtrack.
You're
Wait.
trash.
You said
What'd you
you're
say?
trash. You're trash.
And the only reason I know that much of that song is because I watched the Cartoon Regular show and they were singing it. And I was just like, oh, that's the song for Footloose.
Yep.
So then we move on to The Greatest Showman and then Frozen 1. I have not seen The Greatest Showman. I have it on Blu-ray, and it just sits there because I heard it's another musical.
It is a musical.
God.
It was weird to see Hugh Jackman come out of Wolverine and go right into this shit. It was weird for me. However, it wasn't a bad musical. I liked it. I liked it more than I did Rent.
Les Miserables. How the fuck y'all supposed to say that? Because I'd be like Les Miserables.
Les Miserables. Miserable.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
But he was in that one with. But so he's apparently been into the whole musical and theater thing. But I'll say my hate for the soundtrack of Frozen. I am tired of everything Frozen. Frozen songs come on. I'm just like, I'm a roll this whole car over if y'all don't change this song. You know, I'll risk it all. I'll risk it all to break this MP3 or whatever. We're doing Greatest Showman without even seeing the movie. The pettiness runs deep.
You picked The Greatest Showman?
Yes. Haven't heard a single song from it. People are like, Zendaya in that movie. I'm just like, haven't seen it. But I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. It'll move on.
So I picked Frozen for the obvious. It was obvious why I did. I just thought it was.
Yep. Friday and Baby Driver. Who'd you pick?
This is sad because I like the Baby Driver, and there are some dope songs on that soundtrack. Friday is just an iconic soundtrack, man. And the movie is iconic, and then everything that movie did, the soundtrack this is one of those movies where the soundtrack goes with the movie. You know what I mean? So there's songs in the soundtrack that remind me of funny points in the movie. So I had to pick Friday.
I went with Baby Driver. Only because the movie and the soundtrack should not be going together like it does. But it goes together so well. Like the songs get put, like it was creative how they tied those songs into the movies by saying that that's what he listens to when he drives because it calms him down because he has a ringing in his ear. Baby Driver to me was kind of like low key. I didn't think I was going to like that soundtrack as much as I did. Kind of like Scott Pilgrim. I went into Scott Pilgrim. I'm just like, I'm probably not going to like none of these songs. Baby Driver was my pick, man. That is so smart how they brought those songs into the movie.
I don't know.
Yep, I did it. I did it. And it's the fun's not over yet, but wait, there's more.
That's about to be bad.
But wait, we got a whole nother part of the bracket to fuck up.
Right. Oh, Jedi is angry at that one.
So we got now Above the Rim, and this Romeo Must Die, because I put it on here twice. This one should actually be Tarzan, the animated Tarzan. So it should
Why would you have Above the Rim going against Tarzan?
How the seating works, my guy. Needless to say, Above the Rim moved on.
Yeah, it didn't matter who it was going up against. I was prepared to get rid of Romeo Must Die. I saw it, but
I was about to say, once I brought up the Tarzan thing, you're like, what? Why would you do that? Now I got to recalculate.
No, didn't make it any easier.
Then we have Backstage Volume 2 and Soul Plane.
Soul Plane, the movie.
I went with the Backstage soundtrack.
Yeah, Soul Plane the movie horrible. Soul Plane the soundtrack actually not that bad, but I still went back.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a soundtrack based on a documentary based on one of the most incredible hip hop tours that ever happened. So of course, this shit's gonna be lit.
Right.
Was Soul Plane really bad though?
The movie, man, that shit was fucking awful.
Was it really that bad?
It was bad. That shit was horrible. Soul Plane is one of those
I've seen it
embarrassing ass
once.
movies like you don't want to tell people you watched. But it's like you have, if you black, you have to have watched it so you could tell other black people how fucking horrible that movie was. Like this one, they made this one for us, but it's not for us, my guy.
Like that's why they don't treat, they don't take us seriously in Hollywood. 'Cause of this
Right,
shit.
right.
Oh man. Okay, so back up to the top. I got Top Gun going against Straight Outta Compton, and Straight Outta Compton beats out Top Gun.
Yep. So I got Straight Outta Compton and Pulp Fiction, and Compton won.
All right, Hamilton in Life. They ain't gonna do nothing. I'll tell you what, Jedi. He's like, he reported me to the FBI for picking Baby over Friday. And it's cool because when the SWAT gets here and I'd be like, listen to this Baby Driver soundtrack, all of them are going to be digging it. We actually love this. I was playing this on the way here. We were playing this on the way up to I love Baby Driver. They're supposed to come out with a sequel too. I'm pretty sure that soundtrack's gonna be fire as well. But Hamilton in Life. This was tough. But because Hamilton brought all the emotions out of me, I moved Hamilton on.
So did I. And
this
love
is from a guy who doesn't like this is a guy who doesn't even fuck with musicals. But Hamilton is something different. It's a different beast.
Yep.
Greatest Show versus Baby Driver. Baby Driver moves on. Only because I have not seen The Greatest Showman. But I know Baby Driver's soundtrack is my shit.
Okay, so I have Frozen versus Friday. Friday moved on.
All right. Above the Rim versus Backstage. This one was tough.
That one was tough. It's really all about preference.
Yep.
I went with Above the Rim, and it was really for a preference.
Yeah. So now, Straight Outta Compton versus Hamilton. What'd you get?
Man, this was a hard one. Both iconic soundtracks. This was a hard one. It really was. Me, it really came down to which one am I more likely to listen to? And for me, that choice was Hamilton. I had to pick Hamilton.
Bro, it's going to take something special for me to not pick Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because as a hip hop R&B, like they brought that to mainstream, like Broadway. They made that shit popular. Everybody was just like, "Oh shit, it's the hot, like you have to see this show." And like my daughter was singing it, and when she sings it, I'm just like, "This is annoying. Like, can you please shut up? It's too early in the morning for this." Then I see it, and I'm just like, "Oh my god." Bro, I was just all of the feels, man. Hamilton moves on. I got Baby Driver and Baby Driver moves on.
Wow. So I
Baby.
have Friday. Wow. I have Friday and Above the Rim, and Above the Rim moves on. So I have Hamilton versus Above the Rim.
Hamilton and Baby Driver. Jennifer.
Oh, don't do
You
this.
have to watch it. She's
Don't
in the
do
comments. She Hamilton with a question mark. Hamilton? I imagine her saying it like Soldier Boy.
Hamilton.
Hamilton? Right? Like I'm running out of time? Hamilton? Not gonna miss my shot, Hamilton? Oh man, it's good. It's good, Jen. I swear. Like, and this is coming from a person who does not fuck with musicals at all. Like,
Me
I
neither.
hate where every 5 minutes somebody is singing some shit. You're just like, shut up. It's one reason I don't fuck with opera. But Hamilton is.
It's funny.
It may
It's
get me
deep. It's like it keeps you engaged.
Maybe I should give musicals a shot. Another musical, and then I'm gonna be like, never mind.
Yeah.
You're the one that I love. Doo-doo. Nope, get out of here. Hamilton only. So who's your final? You said you got Hamilton and Above the Rim?
Yeah. And I moved on Hamilton.
Now, the FBI is already coming to my house for picking Baby Driver over Friday.
Don't fucking do this.
I don't
Don't
know.
Don't you fucking do that. Don't you fucking do that. Oh, we will cancel this broadcast right the fuck now. Oh, fucking do that. Oh my God.
Let me tell my story.
No, don't do that shit. Go ahead. Tell it.
Hamilton is amazing. We both agree on that. Everybody in the chat agree, except for Jen because she hasn't seen it. But everybody who has seen Hamilton or have experienced it knows that it is an amazing production.
He's really
Baby
about
Driver. Baby Driver. Have you watched that movie?
Yes, I watched Baby Driver.
You...
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You didn't? Did you not like how the music flowed with the movie?
Yes.
Was it not?
It was
Okay.
good. It was good. Anytime he turned his iPod on, it was fucking magic. I loved it.
Thank you. So why everybody getting upset with me that I want to pick Hamilton to move on?
Oh my God.
Hamilton is moving on, of course. Let's go. Let's be realistic here.
Oh my God. I thought you was about to do that shit. I was like, oh my God, he's really gonna fucking boot Hamilton out of here.
Nah. Come on, bro. I told you Hamilton gave me like there were literally times where I got goosebumps watching this shit in my living room. I'm just like, what is wrong with my body? What is wrong with my body? How are they relaying this emotion like this? Jedi, you getting caught up. You talk about the movie was not better than Hamilton. I'm talking about the music. Quit getting so passionate, Jedi. You mad because Friday lost in the first round. Friday got out of here. Baby Driver is more superior musically than Friday. I said it. But not more superior than Hamilton. Hamilton is the third soundtrack in my final four. Now to round this off, Purple Rain and the Karate Kid. Talk to me, Black. What you got?
Woo. I so feel sorry for Ralph Macchio. But you going up against Powerhouse, buddy. Going up against Powerhouse. So I had to get us from the Purple Rain. That wasn't even about this debate for me.
Nah, Purple Rain, easy money. Easy money. Like, I love You're the Best Around. Purple Rain is the one who's going to keep you down.
Yeah.
Purple Rain is the one that keep you down. 8 Mile and Trolls. 8 Mile. Some of these matchups, I was just like,
yeah, it wasn't.
Hold on, what was that
fair? Huh?
Oh, that face like,
No, because I thought you was about to say Trolls. I thought you was about to say Trolls. I was going to be like, what? What's going on over here?
Bro, just because I picked Baby Driver don't mean I'm losing my shit. Like, don't just assume I'm going to just pick some random ass shit just because. Love Jones versus Transformers, the animated movie. I have a fondness for Transformers, the animated movie. The intro to the I thought the theme song to Transformers was cool on the TV show. When them motherfuckers brought it in for the movie, and they made it so cinematic. Transformers! I was just like, the fuck is going on here? What the? I feel like I need to go get all my toys and bring them to the living room now. I got to get the whole game. That one and You Got the Touch.
Mm-hmm.
I sang that song every time something amazing happened to me as a kid. Like in my head, I'd be like, you got the touch. You got the touch. It's a big part of my childhood. 80s baby.
Hell yeah.
That being said, Love Jones is such a smooth soundtrack. It's so smooth. Laid back. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not it's a good sound. Like Transformers, I love it. Love Jones to me is just something special, man. I don't know what it is about it, but Love Jones moves on.
Yep, I feel the same. Love Jones moves on.
And The Wiz.
What's up, babe?
What you got?
Southpaw, I didn't really care too much for the soundtrack. I know there was some good songs on there. But it was just one of those soundtracks that I didn't really gravitate towards. So I went with The Wiz because of Michael Jackson.
So I already got one musical in my final four. I didn't know if I wanted to put another one in there.
And then you listen to The Wiz.
The Wiz has some great songs. It's a great watch all around. Is it an incredible movie? No. Is it Hamilton? No. But I liked it for when it was made. Had the Motown stars in it. Put a Motown spin on Wizard of Oz. So it was good. Southpaw, all I hear from people is a great workout soundtrack. Nobody's saying it's a great soundtrack overall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's what I said. It really wasn't one of those soundtracks I really gravitated towards.
Right. And like Eminem wasn't in his bag at that time, so I'm pretty sure it was just like man, the planet, damn it, planet, bananas, napkins,
and a cold banana, and a banana, and a nana canna, and a Tropicana.
Was that comedian Chris DeLuca? Ford Taurus, a Boris Court,
and the coldest Morris, and my voice is Morris.
And the coldest Morris. stupid. That's in there for you though, bro. Oh shit. So yeah. The Wiz moved on. Boomerang and Toy Story. Boomerang. Only
Off
because
bat.
I can only take so much of you got a friend in me. Strange things are happening to me. Does this dude want to sing? Is Randy Newman just be milking?
I'm
this shit?
convinced Randy Newman is a serial killer, like that learned how to sing. This song is so fucking creepy.
Oh my god! I mean, his voice, like he comes on, I'm just like, stop fucking singing, guy. Yeah, Boomerang, easy. Dazed and Confused and Armageddon. Stop. What I do, Jen? What I do? Dazed and Confused, Armageddon. Let me tell you, Dazed and Confused is widely recognized as a cult classic, or I don't. Is it a cult classic? I don't know. I've seen that movie twice.
Hell yeah. And that's what a young
Twice.
Angela Bassett, like, who still looks like that today.
Yeah, she sold her soul, dude.
I'm for real, dude.
I don't know what's going on with her. I'm just like, what rituals y'all go to? Because I need to get in on that. Anyway, it's like late 70s, I think, early 80s that this takes place in.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs were from that era or whatnot. Armageddon, I'm going to tell you off the bat. That one Aerosmith song carries Armageddon on to the next round.
Because I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing.
Hear you breathing.
I swear that motherfucker had a stroke when he sung this.
Don't want to fall asleep. I was like, oh my God. That's how you do it. That was like their only number one, like charted at number one. Their only single that did that.
Yeah, and that's all you need.
That blew my mind. And now they're set for life.
Yep.
Look, Jen already knew. She already knew what it was before we started. Don't wanna fall.
Because I miss you, baby.
Oh. Man. Dirty Dancing, and this one is Romeo Must Die.
Break it down.
Let me tell you something. I like Dirty Dancing for the same reason I like Footloose. It's corny as shit. Women in the 80s who thought Patrick Swayze could dance, fuck was wrong with y'all? That man has no rhythm.
Listen, I made a mistake earlier. So I said Footloose.
Yeah.
I said Footloose was my wife's favorite movie. It's not. It's Dirty Dancing. It's Dirty
I was like,
Dancing.
anybody whose Footloose is their favorite movie.
No, it's
I was gonna be like,
Dirty Dancing. It's Dirty Dancing. And when you said Patrick Swayze, I was like, oh, that's the movie. But yeah, this is her favorite movie. And I feel the same way that you do. Patrick Swayze and a fucking wife beater and tight jeans should not be doing anybody's dance moves any time of the week. And yet they paid him to. Who the choreographer was should never do choreography in Hollywood, in a music video, on the sidewalk, in church. You shouldn't do this shit no more. Stop.
This dude, correct me if I'm wrong, in the movie, he's supposed to be like some bad dude who's on the run, right? Just taking a job at this camp.
Yeah.
Are they I don't even know what the fucking thing is. They're at a resort or some shit, I think, because like rich people are there.
Yeah.
My man, he was dancing, and people were looking at him like he was Chris Brown or Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like they're giving him all the room, like he is hitting original dance moves, and he jumped off that stage and was like, ladies were just like, "Oh my god, that's so masculine. I want Patrick Swayze on me." All that, like, stop it, just stop it. Any movie based around dance, I already don't like because women watch that and then they just be like, "Hey, we should go take dance lessons." Like,
No,
so
we
you
shouldn't.
can do that to me. Like, where do we go where I'm gonna be able to do this to you? What hookah lounge are we gonna go to where I could just pick you up and spin you around as Love of My Life comes on?
She trying
Or
to take
Time of My
your
Life.
ass to play bingo. That's all that is. That's the only way
Right?
you gonna get with this. That's the only way you gonna get with this.
And she's gonna look at me like, "This is our shit. I've had the
This
choreographed
time of my life.
shit."
And they talking about he did it with blown out knees. You know why his knees were blown out? Because he can't fucking dance. He blew his knees out trying to
Jumping off the
dance.
stage, landing off the stage in them fucking flat ass shoes he was wearing. No, you can't do that move. Get a stunt double, my guy. But yeah, so like any movie like that, my wife would be like, "We should go take dance lessons." No, like
Nah.
we're never gonna do this. Ball.
Yeah, nah. Khan's like, babe, what do you do if I dance like that? I'd be like, I'm gonna leave your ass right in the middle of the dance floor. I swear to God.
I hate those questions too. What would you do if I like stop? Just stop. Because you don't want to. You don't want to know that.
Have me looking stupid out here this dance floor.
Your question starts off like, "What would you do if I?"
Don't even say that shit.
Oh shit! All right, last one: American Gangster and Kill Bill Volume 1.
Man, this is another one. I hate these two had to face off because they're both good movies. Like, why couldn't we have American Gangster versus Trolls? That would have been great. Or Kill Bill versus Toy Story. That would have been great. But nah, they had to put these two good movies against each other. It's horrible. And I hate I had to do it, but Kill Bill Volume 1, sorry. American Gangster won that one.
Oh boy, I was about to. The way you started voicing that, I'm just like, I also moved on American Gangster. And that's because like I recently just listened to that during my workout, and I'm just like, Jay be spazzing. Jay was spazzing on that shit.
The whole album.
And I ain't mad.
Whole album.
Kill Bill, great movie. I need to go and let Mark Sox apologize because when we had that hip hop thing, I was like, I don't think American Gangster's classic. I think it's good. It's great. And now I was listening to it like about 5 workouts in a row. I just listened to American Gangster. I was just like, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong.
It is a classic.
But yeah. Kill Bill, like I said, the time it took place in, the music was kind of, fitting for the time, but nobody remembers that movie for the music. I don't think nobody really remembers American Gangster for the music either, but I've listened to both soundtracks, and what? Erwin Thurman can't act.
That's a strong statement, Jen.
Have you not seen her as Poison Ivy and Batman Forever? She cannot. I concur. Have you seen that Poison Ivy? What? It's the best Poison Ivy I've seen on screen. She's trash. All right. So now we got Purple Rain and 8 Mile.
Hey, who did you pick? You picked American Gangster, right? I hope so.
Oh yes, Kristen. First of all,
Wow.
don't ever mention
Wow.
Kristen Stewart.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is an insult.
Listen,
Kristen Stewart, one step above Omar Epps when it comes to acting.
listen, listen. My wife and my daughter watched the whole Twilight Saga the last week. They watched the whole shit. And I was just like, oh, that's so admirable
All
of you.
four?
All the movies, they watched them all. I was like, that's so admirable. You sat there and tolerated all that acting.
They both liked it.
Yes.
You know, she, old girl writing a new book to continue the saga, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what my wife and daughter said.
Yeah.
They should continue it with the view of the child, the daughter.
I don't know. I've seen the first movie and I was like, I am not bought. I'm not bought in.
It was just one part in that it don't turn me off to it. The one part in the movie where he was like, I need to let you go, Bella. And she was like, no, but you can't. I can't. I click, turn it off. I'm done. That pleading is
It was just too much shit. Like it was, what was it? Like I'm like, you got vampires and werewolves and shit, and the most action I'm getting in this movie is a vampire baseball game. This is where I see your powers. Baseball.
Oh shit.
Aaron Judge do this shit. Barry Bonds was doing this shit all the time. He ain't a vampire. Why am I impressed? Like ain't no fights, nothing. All right. Anyway, back to this bracket. Midnight Sun, is that what it's called? Oh look, Jen be on that shit. Yes, sparkling vampires too. That kind of.
Yeah, that kind of too. Yeah. What if Blade sparkled? Purple. That's what I think about when I watch that movie.
He hit 8 Mile. I moved Purple Rain on. 8 Mile was good.
Purple Rain?
I think if 8 Mile would have included, I think if 8 Mile soundtrack would have included the rap battles at the end, it probably would have been closer. But Purple Rain, just based on March Day and the time.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm assuming you moved on Purple Rain.
You know I did.
All right. Love Jones versus The Wiz. Who'd you move on?
I moved on Love Jones. I love The Wiz, but I moved on Love Jones. I just preferred it better. This one was another one that was about preference.
I moved Love Jones on based on, I think the songs were more modern and like, I like, you know what I'm saying? Wiz was before my time. Not to say that I can't appreciate those songs, but Love Jones was like, it came out relevant to what I could actually enjoy.
Same.
Boomerang and Armageddon. Boomerang went.
Not even a question. Like, not even a question.
And then Dirty Dancing American Gang. Oh, did we pick a winner? Because I picked Dirty Dancing over Romeo Must Die, just to let you know. When we were down there,
Romeo Must Die. We didn't pick a winner because we didn't discuss that. Because I picked Romeo Must Die.
Yep. But I had Dirty Dancing against American Gangster, and of course, American Gangster moves on.
Okay, so I had Romeo Must Die versus American Gangster. American Gangster went on.
All right. So now Purple Rain and Love Jones. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Boomerang American Gangster. I went with American Gangster.
Yep, American Gangster. All the way.
Moved over and completes my final four. So Purple Rain beat out American Gangster.
Oh, I had American Gangster beating Purple Rain.
That one was close. I ain't gonna lie.
That one was close.
All right. So we can stop this share. Back to the big screen.
Yeah.
So before I got Bohemian Rhapsody versus The Lion King on the left. And then I have Hamilton versus Purple Rain on the right.
So I have Bohemian Rhapsody versus Nutty Professor on the left. On the right, I have Hamilton versus American Gangster.
I just want to let y'all know how close Baby Driver came to making my Final Four. Before we continue.
Horrible.
So I'll start on the left. Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody versus Lion King. I moved Lion King on. And this was 100% nostalgia that made this happen. 100%.
Damn.
I said what I said. Hashtag said what I said.
So I had Bohemian Rhapsody versus Nutty Professor. I moved on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep.
Iconic soundtrack, dude. Iconic.
You would have picked Nutty Professor to beat Bohemian Rhapsody. I think the FBI should have been going to your house. Like people, you know what I'm saying? People were like, "It's a Baby Driver."
I love Nutty Professor, but it wasn't strong enough soundtrack to fuck with anything coming off.
Was it the first Nutty Professor? No, that was Dr. Doolittle that had that "Are You That Somebody" from
Yeah.
I was like, damn, go back and do that shit. So Bohemian Rhapsody, like I could have went either way, but I just fell into the trap of nostalgia. It was just like Lion King is my go-to shit. So now this one was the tough one. Hamilton and Purple Rain. And I think you got American Gangster there.
Yeah.
Purple Rain over Hamilton. And it was difficult. Because Hamilton, fresh new shit, you know what I'm saying? It's the new hotness. It's what's hot in the streets. Purple Rain, though.
I'm gonna give him a minute to catch up to what you just said.
Let him come through. Let him come through.
It ain't gonna be pretty.
Let somebody try to tell me how crazy I am for picking Purple Rain over Hamilton. They ain't going to. I bet they won't. I hope they won't. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. I hope they don't do it. They ain't gonna do nothing. See, it's quiet. It's quiet.
It's probably shock right now. It's probably mostly shock.
No, it's not. They should be mad at you for picking American Gangster over Purple Rain.
No, American Gangster's that's a damn good soundtrack.
It is. So is Purple Rain.
Now is American
of the three. Is American Gangster better than Hamilton? Sir? Hey, y'all get y'all Twitter fingers ready.
No. It is not.
What?
No.
Hamilton's not better than American Gangster?
No.
American Gangster beat Hamilton?
Yes.
I'm wrong, but I'm wrong for picking Baby Driver over Friday.
No. American Gangster is...
That's cool. That's cool.
I I love Hamilton. I
Flip crickets.
love what it did. I love what it did. I love that they fused the music and the rap together into a musical, and they made it deep. But is it better than American Gangster? Nah. Listen, Jay-Z spazzed for an entire album. He spazzed for an entire album. Sorry. I had to pick American Gangster.
You got American Gangster against Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep.
I have Purple Rain versus Lion. I went with The Lion King over Purple Rain to win my best movie soundtrack of all time.
The Lion King not only beat Bohemian Rhapsody.
Lion King beat Bohemian Rhapsody, Nutty Professor, and Purple Rain. Y'all gonna put respect on the king's name, Simba. My man's dad was Mufasa, James Earl Jones. Remember who you are. Don't worry about my picks. My picks are logical. You over here about the American Gangster to beat Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep. That's exactly what's about to happen.
What?
That's exactly what's about to happen.
I thought my picks were crazy. Huh?
That's exactly what's about to happen. I picked American Gangster over Bohemian Rhapsody
as the best soundtrack in the history of ever.
Yep.
American Gangster over Bohemian Rhapsody.
Hey man, don't blame me. I just picked it. It made it there. It shouldn't have, but it did.
I blame the group for seating it the way they did. Baby Driver probably wouldn't if you had put it up against superior competition, which you did not. So that's why Baby Driver won his.
I just made my picks of what I thought was better. So for you guys watching, go back to the Facebook group and tell them they fucked up royally. They fucked this up. they fucked that all up.
Big times.
Bro, the fact that you had in the first fucking round, you had Kill Bill Volume 1 versus American Gangster. That was a travesty. I feel like that should have been seated higher. There's a couple of them that should have been seated higher.
Spider-Man going to get Bohemian Rhapsody off the rip. Scott Pilgrim against Moana off the rip.
Yep.
Lion King has set it off. Black Panther, Star Wars, The Bodyguard, and Selena. Those were the biggest ones. Everything else, I'm just like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, there was a couple of fuckets in there. Like, yeah, you know you ain't gonna win. So,
yep. Cool. All right, man. So I got Lion King. You got American Gangster. You got a hood ass movie. I got childish ass movie over here. So it's all.
It
good.
is what it is.
Me and Simba. Cool. All right, man. Hey, so for those who joined us here on YouTube, appreciate you guys hanging in there. I know it's kind of different than the Facebook Live, but like I said, we already got the group. We just want this to be, we're kind of transitioning to YouTube because we want the Patreon members to be able to interact with us live kind of away
Mhm.
from the group. You know what I'm saying? And Patreon doesn't give us the choice to do live videos for on Facebook for
Facebook,
Patreon
right?
fans or YouTube does. So that's why we're going to start doing our live videos here on YouTube so Patreon members can interact with us as we do this live every Friday. I know it's Thursday today because we got things to do on Friday, but so the plan is, and Black, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if we're starting it next week, but soon live videos will only be able to be interact with if you're a Patreon member.
Right.
After the
We
live
might
video,
need to do this one more time, just to work the
okay,
kinks out.
Yeah.
So this is a real learning experience. So for the guys that are here, I hope y'all actually have fun with it, and this allowed us to learn. That way, by the time we get to Patreon, it'll be a smoother experience because I want the guys that are actually paying for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the guys that actually pay for it to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure by the time we actually get in there, which is why if you are a Patreon member, I want you to interact with us because I'm putting stuff on there daily. I want the interaction. Like, let me know what you like out of it, what you don't like out of it. That way, once we grow and we open this thing up to everybody, that it's a good platform that everybody can come into, hang out at, have fun with, and just support us as we grow. You know what I mean? So thank you guys very much for the guys that came in here and really vibed with us the whole time. I really do appreciate that. Like, for real.
Yep. And like I said, the live video will be Fridays. The video will be edited, and then the edited video will be uploaded to the Dat Feeling Podcast YouTube for everybody to see. Right.
Right.
The thing is, the edited video is not going to have everything the live video had. Right. So if we go over a certain time or just start chopping it up about random topics with those in the comments, that's probably not going to get moved over. But um, just expect that. So it's not like you have to be a Patreon to see the video. The video will be
Right.
here, not so much over on Facebook, unless we'll chop up segments and probably put them over on Facebook to get people to come over here because we want y'all to come to the YouTube channel. You know, we want to
Right.
grow that. And like I said,
And if you haven't done it yet, like and subscribe. I saw you did that. I thank you, man. So like and subscribe.
yes, most definitely. And now that today is the time for the fundraiser shirt, so hopefully people should start getting notifications if you order the shirt, the OG design of the Embrace Debate shirt. If you ordered one, um, it should be getting shipped to you guys, right? If you're not getting an email or anything from Custom Ink letting you know your shirt's on the way, let me know, and I'll get in touch and figure it out. Worst case scenario, they fuck up somehow, and I'll just reimburse you the $20 or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where your money would have went anyway. So hopefully you get the shirt. With that being said, now that that's being closed down, your boy is about to launch our T. Let me see if I can share this real quick. Go there real quick. I'd rather show y'all than just talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
And then you can tell the people in the Facebook group they missed out because y'all get to see it.
I'm sitting here worried, like, man, they're gonna see my password, and I'm just like, no, it's just stars. I hope it's stars. Jen, let me know. They better email you and let you know something about your shirt. Because we both finna be mad. We both finna be mad. Oh, I'm about to click that like it didn't have me signed in already. I'll move this out the way real quick.
She said, "Nan, nanny, boo."
Yeah. Internet be acting like a bitch sometimes, man.
Oh man, why you loading that up?
Here we go, that.
Bruh. Arizona's on some other shit. God damn.
Well, you came down
Holy
here in the middle
shit.
of Arizona history.
Man, I stepped out
That's
that
all the news
goddamn
we talk.
car. I was like, oh shit, I didn't miss this shit. that shit punched me right in the chin. Like, ah. That shit was horrible.
Oh man, bro, that's everyday life for me now, man.
Oh my God. And like my sister-in-law was like, we know it's hot. Like, nah, y'all don't have a clue how hot it is because y'all chill with this shit. Like, God, that shit was bad.
That Feeling Podcast storefront on Teespring. We got all the shirts. If you click on them, they have multiple colors and stuff, depending on how the font was looking. So this one here, you got long sleeve, short sleeve, women tee, and of course the hoodie. Where are we at? Oh, that's the black one that has the different colors. But yeah, so always question the answers. That's the Dat Feeling Podcast
I like
motto.
that shirt.
Check. You got the Dat Feeling Podcast logo on the back. Yeah, I thought it was dope too. The block lettering and stuff on. You got the black one. Always question the answers. I think this one actually comes in multiple colors. Where all them other colors at? Show more details. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't launched it, it's not showing all the stuff. But yeah, man, we have different shirts, different designs, all this other stuff.
It is dope.
Hoodies, Dat Feeling label. And I think, do I have anything on the back of this one, or is it just? Oh yeah, their motto, "Go get it," on the back of that. So yeah, man, it's. I've been trying to come up with some designs. Yeah, and this one has the multiple.
Nah, bro, you knocked this shit out the park. For real, for real. That shit's dope.
I tried. So yeah, just click on them. Some have different colors. If there's a color that you want, let me know. And it's just as simple as going in there. And so here's the new logo for the Embrace Debate. The new design for it. They didn't have the same font that Custom Ink had, so I had to find something different. But I think it is just as dope. Yeah, it has the little, pencil shade in for the Embrace Debate. And then of course on the back you got, your SmokePit logo there. Then I know Matt Williams, he was in here earlier. He was looking for the joint with just the SmokePit logo on it, Dat Feeling Podcast logo on it. So that's what we got. Long sleeve t-shirts and hoodies for each of the designs. So if you guys want something different, like you can get masks, hats, leggings.
Dude, if you could do the Dat Feeling, the Running Man logo, if you could do that shit on a Funko Pop, dude, I will love you forever, Jedi. I swear to God.
Oh, just this one here.
Yeah, the Running Man, like, if you could do that on a Funko Pop.
Yep. He said he's gonna put that little dude on a Funko Pop. My man. Yep. So that's what we got going on. We're going to launch that tonight once we end the show. So that'll be live, and we'll post the link in the Facebook. And then you just order the shirts whenever you want the shirts. And Teesprings, they print and they ship within the week. So you guys will be set. No more waiting a month to get your stuff. We were just trying to do some growing pain stuff, and Custom Ink was the one that's like, we'll help you out first. But now we know.
That's kind of how we actually got here. Honestly, it's because trial and error. Because the first podcast we ever did is like phone.
That's true, man. That's true. I mean, you just learn. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? You try it. If it works. You may mess around, know somebody that'll hook you up. Because shout out to my man TC Pittman. He's the one that told me about Teesprings and stuff. As far as trying to start getting a merch site up, but yep. So there we go.
Oh
That's about
man.
the launch today. Glad you guys were rocking with us long enough to see that. So we'll put the link in the group, and I can take that other link down. But we'll keep the Patreon link in there just to keep reminding you guys. We got some good giveaways in a couple of months. There may be a cash giveaway to a Patreon member. Just saying, spending $1 a month, get some cash on top of that shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Still got we
I'm
got
just saying,
11 slots left in the Patreon
that's
for $1.
9 people. 9 people. Well, actually 8, because I'm included in that 9. Because I want the free shit. I want my wife to be able to see it. So 8 people. So all we're gonna do is put those 8 people's names in a randomized thing, and whoever's at the top is gonna get the cash. So I mean, it's the odds are there for
Yep.
who's in there. So we'll bring that up too, and we just want to grow our platform and grow our community. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys
Yep.
for watching. I know I've been talking, and and I keep saying this every week, but I mean it every time. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
something that I really love to do. I really love to do it, and to see that people appreciate the passion and the work that me, Black, the rest of the guys at That Feeling Podcast are putting in. It really means something to me. Like,
Yeah.
not to get emotional and shit, but thank you guys. I love y'all.
Nah, for real, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because without us, well, without you, we are nothing. So thank you.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Mac, aka your boy.
This is your boy, Bread Like a King, made us Calvin Cayley. Tune in next week.
Yes, sir.